YouTube? It is your boy Chucka T coming back at you with another video, man. And yeah, man, we here with another video, man. I told y'all I was gonna make this video. But I was listening to Trucker Brown's live stream while I was home, and I had caught this because I was just just listening while I was putting something together in the garage and stuff like that, and then this came up right here, and when I heard this, I automatically was like, oh, heck no. I gotta defend my company, man, because why? Because there are people that come out here that don't like they don't learn the business. They try to hurry up and go head first, or it's like something happened and then they just got a bad taste in their mouth, messed up. I'm gonna have to cut that out because I cuss. YouTube, they are very strict on cussing as of right now. So, but I'm gonna let this video play, and I'm going to pretty much add my commentary in the middle of this. And I made sure I asked Trucker Brown if it was okay if I clip this some of this stuff on here. So it's fair use. I know Trucker Brown, he probably won't flag it, whatever, because I did ask him permission before I did upload this. So I always make sure you ask permission before you clip somebody's stuff. All right. But and another thing, go subscribe to Trucker Brown's channel. He does have some good trucking content, so make sure you go subscribe to him. All right, let's go.
Is why are you so triggered by Prime drivers getting all the money? Well, why are you triggered by that?
No. No.
It seems like you're triggered by it, bro.
They sold me that EPU, remember?
Okay.
No one told me that thing was gonna be eating $5 a gallon every 2 hours.
And that's why you don't like Prime.
Well, no. They taught me some very good flatbed skills.
Right.
They let me go back to.
See, this is one thing right here that I don't know. Aren't the EPUs? Aren't those the electrical ones? Aren't those the ones that's not the APU that uses diesel? And anyway, who in the world would not want an APU? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like where did he get that from? Like the APU, it burns less fuel, so you don't have to run your truck. And then if you're worried about the amount of diesel that it burns, don't run your APU. You can cut it off. Like I got a button right here that I can cut mine off. Like that was one thing that got me like, what is it? Because I don't know if they had like EPUs and I just didn't know about it, because I've been here, or maybe they just put it on Peterbilt's. I don't know, because I've been at Prime for what, over 6 years now, and I didn't know they had EPUs. Maybe he meant APUs, but still, even if he's talking about APU, you can cut the APU off. You don't have to run your APU. And plus, it runs less fuel than you running your truck. And you don't want to constantly be running your truck. So, that was one thing that I had about it. So, let me know down in the comment section if I'm saying something wrong.
Company, after I leased first in 2 months.
Okay.
But I'm a driver that works for small carriers. I don't work for mega carriers.
So you think the mega carrier thing is for most part is for suckers? Like you rather be with a small person?
Well, no, it's no. Like, I mean, everyone has to start from a mega carrier,
right?
Because they got the insurance monopoly. They're the reason why the e-logs existed.
Right. True.
But we're not going to be talking about that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, true. They just knock the owner ops out of cheating. You right about that.
Well, I'm not too sure about they cheating, bro.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
They needed the product.
True.
I mean,
and they knocked the
now
owner
the-
ops out of running two log books, and then they pushed towards the teaming thing through training so they could take that area.
well, yes, and that's all correct, TV. But what I came in for the live is TV. Do you really like? I mean, you just keep telling me that one of the worst decisions you ever did was leave Prime.
It was.
But then if you wouldn't have left Prime, how would you have found Wiley?
Wiley is not a better. I didn't make more money at Wiley than I did at Prime.
Yeah, but you talk about your sleep schedule.
True. But I can have I can have that sleep schedule with Prime if I stayed flatbed.
See, and this right here, this is another thing that I was talking about. Yes, if you come into reefer, they're gonna have your sleep schedule all messed up. Cause like the load that I just delivered this morning, it was the time to deliver was at 4:45 in the morning. So you have to be able to fall asleep pretty quick to do reefer, or at least know how to schedule your time to, okay, I need to make sure I don't sleep so many hours so I can make sure I sleep here, and then I can make this delivery, then sleep at the shipper and like sleep another couple hours and stuff like that. Because most of the time at these shippers, while they're unloading you're gonna be sitting there for a few hours. So at least you can get some sleep there. But after you've been in reefer for a while, you'll learn how to sleep, like when they're loading the truck and stuff like that, because it just becomes normal. But it's definitely not for everybody. So I mean, yeah, flatbed people, they have like set schedules, because most of the time I think that they load up and everything during the day, and they have weekend, like they don't work on weekends, so they have like pretty much a set schedule. So
yeah, flatbed schedule is pretty much the same all across the board, man.
Yeah. Oh, because you did that one video that you were talking about what Wiley does, and I do like that.
I do
that
like
you guys
Wiley,
move.
yes.
I do like it that you guys move that John Deere. Prime don't move John Deere.
That's true. That's true.
They don't move anything special like that, man. Remember what you said. Remember what you said, TB.
That's true.
73 cents one way, 68 cents back.
Yeah, that's true. But that don't have that those numbers don't touch Prime number.
And what if a student were to fall asleep on the wheel while you're sleeping?
That's a what if. A trucker can fall asleep on the wheel. That's irrelevant. Any trucker can fall. Wiley has three, four drivers that fall asleep on the wheel a year. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything.
There's a risk with teaming. I don't team.
You don't.
It's too scary. It is. Bring Just Phil. He'll let you know.
Just Phil will let me know that teaming is scary.
It's a gamble.
So if you were pushing the narrative,
see right here, this is another thing right here. What he's talking about is scary. Yes, it is. But after a while, if you pick the right person, you should be okay teaming and training, because especially like if you're with somebody that you trust, maybe your old lady or something like that. But with me, when I train, most of the time I would let my students drive during the day, especially if they knew how to drive, and I was like, okay, I won't have to worry about them like hitting somebody. I would let them drive during the day, because that's the most riskiest thing of them driving during the day, is actually hitting somebody during the day. But at night, the biggest risk is them falling asleep, because a lot of these guys, they come out here, they don't know how to drive at night. Like they don't have they ain't real drivers yet. So so I would drive during the night. So I would downplay the risk of them falling asleep. So you got to think of stuff like that. Like, but a lot of these trainers, they would only drive the day shift and make the students drive the night shift. I ain't got no time for that. I'm trying to make it home to my family, and I'm out here trying to make this money. Cause like my first truck, I ran the dog crap out of my first truck. I think the whole time I had my truck, I trained, and I think I had close to 400,000 miles on that truck when I turned it in, and I used pretty much, the money to save up money, invest, and all the other stuff on that first truck, and use some of the money to put down payment on this truck and stuff like that. So that's how I got myself in, the situation that I am now, where I don't have to train. I've been pretty much babying this truck right here, and I only got like a few more months left on this truck, and then it'll be paid off. So
you would tell people not to go lease with Prime. Where would you tell them to go?
Now, the Prime situation is because I read the federal guidelines of what a lease means.
Right.
To the federal guidelines. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm fine with, because I did watch the video, and thanks for making that video for me. I'm just barely thanking you for the Prime lease. Is it a scam? Mm-hmm. I love that. I like that video. There was a lot of information for everyone to learn and for everyone to know. The only problem is I don't know why Prime doesn't. The only reason why I don't support the leasing with the mega carriers is because they don't let you grab their numbers and book loads from different carriers, different shippers.
Yeah, that's a no-no. You can't do that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if they, like, let's just say that the payment was $1,500.
Right.
Then I'd be fine with that. Moving a Prime trailer, you pay $1,500, but you're moving, and I don't know why Prime doesn't do this, because they got so many trucks, and that's even more revenue for them, because they open up new shippers.
Right.
And then the drivers, and then that opens up new opportunities for the drivers as well.
But when you
because their name, what, DB?
I mean, so so you believe that you don't like the fact that they force you to stick with their stuff. You don't like the fact you don't have the freedom to jump to a broker and all that other stuff.
That's the number one thing, that it doesn't match the federal guidelines of a lease. Of a 1099 employee, it doesn't match the guidelines of what the government believes a 1099 employee is. But that's why Prime lets you do the little stunt I did. Lease for 2 months, bring their truck back. Make sure that the truck made money, at least. I mean, you didn't make any money, but... And then they send you back to training again.
see, this is the part right here. This is why I said I was going to record this right here. See, you see the hint that he did? The hint that he dropped right there. He said he went lease for 2 months and then went back company, and he was talking about he didn't make no money. See, that right there was a hint. For one thing, all of my students know, I always tell, I told every single one of my students, go company first, learn how to drive the truck, learn how to make some money, and then if you feel comfortable, then go lease. See, you got people like this, other drivers who done came to Prime, didn't even make it to driving, and got kicked out, and then they make these videos saying, oh, it's a scam and this like that. It's plenty of people who work at Prime who done paid their truck off, who make money and everything else, and have no problems with Prime. Like, it's people who's been here 10, 15 years. I think this one guy said he was here 15 years. I don't know, but I've been here 6. And I've had no problem, keeping up my truck payment, making money, and especially, how is you out for 2 weeks if you got a lease truck for 2 weeks? The first freaking week, you ain't got no truck payment. You should be running out there and making that money. Your first check should be at least about what, $4-5 grand off rip. Like that just shows that this man, he didn't learn anything from his trainer. His trainer didn't tell him anything, and he didn't do his research before he even jumped into lease. Probably didn't even know how to bag when he got his lease. Like it, and then he said he went confident, and then they sent his ass back to training. So that means that he was out there messing up. So if they send you back to training, that means you totally screwed up. So that's what I had to say about this video right here. Leave your comments down in the bottom what you think this guy messed up at. That's what I think he messed up at. He didn't do no research. See, and that's the thing. That's the one thing about it. Like some of these people, they come out here thinking, you know, yeah, I'm gonna come out here and leave, and I don't need to know nothing. So pretty much that's what I think. Leave a comment down in the comment section, like the video, and subscribe. It's free. All right, peace.